Hello, this video is about how to use the groups area in our learning management system. This is something we've had available for a while, but we're really trying to get some usage this year. I'm in Cynthia's account just so I can show you what a student view looks like. There's a couple of different areas you need to access to you work with groups. One is the on the main menu, which is the dark grey one here. You'll see there's a groups button there. The main groups are attached to the MI members area, which is a joint place for all of our students and members. You'll see over on the right it says what groups you're a member of at the moment. So Cynthia's in the Queensland, the FDR practitioners group, and the main Mastermind group. So over on the menu, if you click on groups, that's the easiest way to get into the particular groups. So there's the FDR practitioners group and the other groups that Cynthia's a part of. I'm going to look in the FDR practitioners. There isn't much activity. There haven't been there's no announcements. There's a lot of people, but no one's really accessing them. So you see all of those FDR practitioners you could be interacting with, or students on the course as well. The three little lines, so you'll see up the top, the three little lines, they turn the menu off and on. If you click on the MI members link, that will take you back to the main course and the people area of the course. This is where you'll need to go if you want to change what group, the subgroups that you're in. So we'll have a look at the professional development groups here. There's the various groups that are available. What we hope will happen is that over time you start collaborating with each other, sharing resources, ideas, and making use of this amazing resource that you have among each other. We're going to start putting people in the practice development, but only if you are running a professional practice. If you're an employee, the Mastermind group isn't really going to be relevant for you. There are state-based groups, and what we'd love to see is for students making use, or members making use of them to coordinate get-togethers, meetups, face-to-face type activity. So you'd definitely be able to do that using the state-based groups. Professional development groups is really around the professional practice rather than building your business. So it's about the work. Okay, so once again, you find the groups through the people. So you see the list of people, but over at the top, you've got the different groups. Okay, so just as a reminder, once you're in a group, you can find it quickly by just going to the groups tab, and you can jump into the group that you're in. You'll notice that Cynthia's got an Interact support group. She's a working family dispute resolution practitioner who provides services for Interact, so she's got a different group to you. But in a moment we'll jump into the professional development group. Now, there isn't very much at all happening there. This is the FDR professional development group, so there's a bit of a plain old homepage. There's a discussion, there's the people. There's quite a few people, but nothing is happening at the moment. Discussions, you do have the power to start your own discussions. So this group is really around professional development for FDR practitioners. So what I was thinking would be probably useful would be scenarios, questions that you might have about specific issues. This is a scenario. Which section 60I would you issue? That sort of thing. So we're You can add media. Just be mindful as you're doing this of client confidentiality. So as you'll be aware, it's perfectly fine to ask about case scenarios, but you really should protect client, the specific personal information. That's not needed for group supervision or discussion. So you've got the option of adding or uploading files. We can organise them into folders if necessary, if we start to get a lot of files and they need a bit of tidying up. You have the power to do all of those things. So I'd really be interested if we do have some volunteers with some tech skills that might be interested in doing a bit of seeding and getting started with some of the groups in your own personal interest areas. Have the option of announcements, but that does go out to all group members, so probably best not to use that unless it really is relevant. So if in doubt, get in touch, because we don't want this to be causing spam. As I mentioned, the files area can be uploaded with folders and different areas. If you want to swap groups, you can go back to your dashboard. Once again, Cynthia's got access to a number of courses, but the one that all of our members and students have access to is this sort of joint collaborative area, which isn't really a course, but it's a way for us to use these tools to connect you. So once again, here are the groups, and Cynthia is looking to switch. She's in the FDR practitioners group, and so for her to switch to another group, she's going to need to leave that by choosing another group that she wants to switch to. So see how we're clicking here on switch to. At the moment there's just me in there. Now there's 2 students, so I have a friend, which is lovely. So the main group is for general sort of activities. So you'll see there's a little visit button on the groups that you're actually already in. I've clicked on the main Mastermind group. So the Mastermind group is really around practice development. So it's not around the personal development, the work. It's around getting the work, I suppose you could think of it that way. So I've done a little bit of work in here to get you started. So I've done a page on Google My Business. So any of you could create a page like this, and if you're looking to develop your IT skills, well, this could be a really good way to practice and share and collaborate all in the one. I've got a couple of discussions. One's Google My Business. So I've noticed that some members have business websites, but you don't have a free Google business listing. That's not smart, because they're free and they increase your profile on Google. So I've got instructions on a page how to do that, and then a discussion asking, for reference, for people for reviews. That's the word I'm searching for. We're doing a monthly practice development group, which is a working group with other professionals who are seeking to build their professional practice. So there's 2 time slots. One is in Victoria, late morning and evening, and the times will change if you log in with your computer set to a different time zone to mine. The Mastermind group is around practice development. We have a group supervision, monthly peer group supervision. The first for this year will be at the end of January. And that's around practice. So that's relevant for those of you who are employee practitioners, as well as those who have your own business. So you're welcome to come along if you're an employee and this is something you're interested in, but it's not really designed for you. And let's see. So once again, the breadcrumbs at the top tell you where you're at. You're in the Mastermind group, in the discussions, and in that specific discussion. And so sign up, share, let others who you know are members know about it if we haven't been able to manage to get their attention. So the more the merrier. It's a group for people who are developing their professional practice. It would be perfectly easy to set up a group for people that are employee practitioners if there was an interest in that, or maybe your needs will be dealt with well enough in the practice in the professional development group. But let's see. So I'd really like those of you that are comfortable with computers to come in, have a little play. You can't break it. It's for you. So if you think something might be of interest to others, then I'm sure it will. If you think that some information that you're looking for that would be helpful for you, put it out there and ask if others have ideas or suggestions. You could use, you could ask for a review of your website or to have a look at what you've done. There's all sorts of things. We're using this. We are using the Facebook groups as well. However, they're quite ephemeral. They get lost very quickly. Whereas here, we can control and manage the information so that it's there for you. In the future, you'll be able to come back and find it easier. Hopefully, using the discussions. And once there's a lot of discussions there, which is what I hope will eventually, you're able to search for either the author or the keywords that are used in the discussion. So the system can cope with lots, so why not let's get together and test its capabilities. Other than that, I think that should give you more than enough to get started. So remember, you can access whatever group you're already in from that quick link on the main menu. But if you need to change the groups you're in, then you'll need to go to your course and click on the link. Right, so the final thing to be aware of, we're starting to use the calendars again as a communication. So there's the same information is available in a lot of different places. Now, as you can see, I've got millions of calendars. Just make sure you've activated any calendars you have access to. By that I mean click on the little box in front if it's greyed out. So they should have a colour, and you can change the colour if you don't like what it's chosen for you. To have your calendars activated. So we've got a drop in on Monday. No need to book for that. Just come along if you can. Click on to open up and see the details. And you can come if you've got any questions about this or anything else at all. Okay, hope to see you then.